you should be slathering your meat with mayo. And I know that sounds kind of out of pocket, but a couple years back I saw Kenji Lopez Alt talk about the benefits of marinating your meat with mayo, and I've never looked back since. This is my crispy mayo chicken. It's so easy to put together, the chicken is incredibly juicy, and it's bound to be one of your new favorite dishes. So do me a favor and make sure you like, comment, share, and save this video. Alright y'all, remember to wash your hands. Now first I have 2 pounds of boneless skinless chicken thighs, and we'll cut it into bite-sized pieces, keeping them as close to the same size as possible so that when we fry it later, it cooks evenly. And additionally, you can trim away some of the excess fat here too. Get the chicken thighs into a mixing bowl, and then we're gonna squeeze in a 1/4 cup of Kewpie mayo. Now unlike oil, since mayo is an emulsion, it'll help all the seasonings stick to the chicken better. And according to Kenji Lopez Alt, the mayo will also help lightly tenderize the chicken, create a superior and even crust, locking in all that moisture, giving us really juicy pieces of chicken. Now to that we'll add in 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, half a tablespoon of mirin, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, and 1 teaspoon of ground ginger. We'll add a pinch of salt and pepper, and then we'll finish this with a 1/4 cup of cornstarch. We'll put on a pair of gloves and give that a really good mix, making sure to get that mayo all over your meat. We're gonna cover this up with some plastic wrap and let this vibe out in the fridge for half an hour for all the flavors to marry. And in the meantime, I'm gonna shred up some green onions to use as a garnish. So first we'll cut off the root ends of the green onions, separate the whites from the greens, and then we'll cut the green part in half. Save the white parts for another recipe, and then using this handy dandy green onion shredding tool, I'm just gonna cut the green parts into thin strips. And if you like this recipe and you want to learn how to make more of your favorite Asian dishes, make sure you subscribe and turn on your notifications to stay up to date on all my latest posts. Now once the green onions are all cut, let's set that aside and we'll cook our mayo chicken. We're gonna heat up some oil in a pan on medium-high heat until it reaches 350 degrees, and we want just enough oil to cover about half the chicken. We'll add the pieces of chicken to the pan in a single layer, making sure to not overcrowd it. And the chicken should only take between 5 to 7 minutes to cook through. We want the chicken to reach a minimum safe internal temp of 165, but for thighs, I like cooking it to about 170 to help break down more of the connective tissues. When the crispy mayo chicken is cooked through and golden brown, we'll remove them from the oil and place them on a wire rack or a paper towel lined plate to drain. And then it's time to plate. I'm serving this up pretty simply today, so first we'll get some white jasmine rice into a bowl, add some of the crispy mayo chicken right on top of that, and then we'll garnish it with our shredded green onions, some fresh ground black pepper, and a squeeze of lemon. Serve this as is, or pair it with your favorite sauce. And just like that, you've made an incredible crispy mayo chicken at home. As always, the recipe and measurements are on my blog at feedthepudge.com. And if you've made it this far, let me know in the comment section, what's the weirdest food combination with mayo that you absolutely swear by? Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoy.